Edit. Let's see. Mic test one, two. Mic test one, two. Am I live now? Am I live? Am I live? Am I? Is it working? Thank you so much, Joe, for telling me that we are buffering because I was not aware. I was not aware at all that I was buffering. Thank you so much for that. I don't know. I think I'm now live. I think I'm now live. I think I'm now live. I don't know what happened. I've been talking here for the last 8 minutes? So I'm wondering what is going on because I was saying beautiful live stream yesterday. I hope it's working now. If you're on the chat, just let me know that we are back. Um, I think it's now working. I don't know. I've been talking here for the last 8 minutes and yeah. Joe, can you hear me now? David is saying, we live, we live, we live. Thank you so much for confirming. Joe, I don't know that you heard what I was saying. I was saying that I was so honored to be on your live stream yesterday, and I was telling you you did not trade. So I was telling you did not trade. But clearly the buffering was thank you so much for putting those buffering emojis because I'd not seen that we are buffering. Margaret, welcome, welcome, Margaret. How is Norway? Thank you so much for coming in. Margaret, you need to come to the Sunday service. I think we need to hear your story. Need to hear your story. Joe, you have been saved by that buffering problem. Me, I was busy here like attack you for. I was ready. I was ready to come for you because of the what do you call it? Because of the not trading allegations, but you've been saved by the internet. Yeah. David Ant, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Margaret in Norway, nice to see you as well. Thanks so much for popping in as well. I was saying, welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss. Yeah, Margaret, I'll reach out to you. On a Sunday, you just come and tell your story. I think it will be beautiful. I've been following you, and I think you have an amazing story. You need to come and tell us about your experience in Norway, how you ended up there, what are the things you've learned. Yeah, can arrange for it one of these days. I was saying, thank you so much, everyone, for making it to the academy. Today, I want us to discuss the Ask Studio feature. It's a relatively new feature that YouTube introduced. I think it's probably just like slightly over a month ago, probably a month or a little bit over a month ago. And that's what I want us to explore because it's a beautiful feature that I've interacted with as well. I first used this feature I think last week, and I think it was fascinating when I saw the results. And then of course you know me guys. When I find something that is when I find something that is useful, something that is going to help us, something that is going to help us become better creators, I got you. I'm your plug. So I always have to plug you with the latest. That is what we're going to use today, just for you to see and appreciate what it does. So I see 50% of you say yes, and you have used it and it's actually useful. 0% of you say yes, but it's not that great. 17% of you say no, I haven't tried it yet. 33% say that I didn't even know it existed. Okay, that's a good number because it's going to help us it's going to help us it's going to help us frame the conversation. Margaret says, I have used it. It's really helpful. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Those are the kind of answers I want just to get the engagement. Joe has not used it yet. Um, yeah, I've used it once. But it was really on a trial. It was really on a trial, it's really like on a trial basis. And I know we've talked about the ask feature. We talked about the ask feature I think it was like a couple of weeks, several weeks ago. Not a couple of weeks, it was several weeks ago, where we talked about the ask feature that appears below the videos. So I want us to see that we can we can use the Ask Student feature to see that we can the conversations, especially around the studio itself, because the ask feature is not specific to any video. The ask feature is specific to your studio, like your studio in entirety, not a single video. Okay. So yeah, so that's literally the conversation today. I'm so honored that you guys have made the time, stopped by just to be able to like listen in, and we are going to like see whether we can explore that in a couple of minutes. I think in just about 3 minutes, I will start the class. The rest will find us. The rest will find us already on the notes. I see a number of you still voting, so we're still stuck at we're still stuck at 50%. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. There are 50% of you who think it was useful. There are 50% of you who are there are 50% of you who are either they've not yet tried it yet, or you barely even you've never even used it. So that's a good number. That's a good number for me to gauge whether this class is even relevant in the first place. Right, but I hope you guys had an amazing week. It's been a very busy week for me. I traveled out of the country on Saturday for work. So I've been out of the country until this morning. My flight was late with about 1 hour, so I was supposed to get home early, but I got home late, and then there was like crazy traffic. I did not know that I'm now back home. Um, so I have a bit of traffic when I landed in the city, and then um, I got home, took a shower, freshened up, and then came to the academy because it is Wednesday and we have to show up. We have to show up. Yeah, but I'm glad that at least I made it on time. I was a bit worried there because anytime when you're flying, hey, Hub Interactive, welcome, Hub. Nice to see you, Hub Interactive. I hope you have reached your 3,000 watch hours at this point. Because I saw you yesterday busy writing people's names. I hope you've reached your 3,000 WH milestone. So I was saying that I am glad that I got home on time, just to be able to make it to the academy. I almost say it's Sunday service, yeah, just because sometimes when you're busy flying, you don't have control over the plane, you don't have control over anything can happen, there will be a delay. So yeah, but at least we made it on time. It was a very productive trip. And, I'm glad that I'm back home, so at least we can now do one or two things, including YouTube itself. And that takes us to our class. We start our class right now so that we can finish. So the Ask Studio feature, as I said, it was a feature that YouTube introduced like a couple of it's like a month ago, slightly over, not a month, slightly over a month. We need to introduce this feature. It's an AI feature, and YouTube calls it YouTube has a name for it. YouTube YouTube calls it your creative your creative AI partner. That's what YouTube calls it, your creative AI partner, which is embedded in the YouTube studio. Um, and it does a number of things. It can help you summarize comments and feedback from your videos or live streams. It can help you collate all those comments. It can help you understand your channel statistics. And it can also help you brainstorm ideas, like the inspiration tab that we talked about like last year, and outlines for your next videos. So it's literally YouTube trying to make the studio friendly or easily. It's not friendly, but because most people normally don't access their studio, so YouTube was trying to find a way to make the studio accessible for most people, because most people normally struggle to go and look for analytics. Most people normally struggle to go and like do certain things on the studio. So YouTube decided to like put all these things in one feature that is AI powered, so that creators can easily find a way to navigate, their channels and their studio. A few things that YouTube says is that there's a disclaimer that YouTube is very categorical. YouTube says the responses that are provided on Ask Studio do not reflect the views of YouTube. They are trying to give, they're trying to put a disclaimer right there that whatever results you get from them, it does not reflect their views. Whether, in case you go and ask something on the studio and then you get some certain result and then you decide to act that result, YouTube is saying that they're not going to be responsible for, it does not reflect their views because it's still an AI feature. It is still very experimental. Um, it is not like it's not like a watertight kind of it's not like it's not like a watertight kind of a feature. It is still being experimented. Some of you may have it, some of you may not have it, and we're going to do like a quick demonstration in the studio shortly so that you can confirm whether it is something that you already have going on your channel. And then if you don't have it, then maybe we can start troubleshooting from there. But that in essence is what the feature is about. And YouTube also gives a disclaimer that do not rely on it for professional advice, legal advice, medical advice, or financial advice. Uh, Again, they are trying to they're trying to reliability, this feature. But as I said, YouTube has been introducing very new features. YouTube has actually been introducing very brilliant features in the recent past, and this has to be one that also is being added to that particular arsenal. So we are going to go through it slowly. But before we do that, we need to figure out where the Ask Studio, where this feature is located. In case you're watching it right now, I want you to go to your YouTube studio. One of the things that I need to be very categorical on this feature. This feature is currently only available on the browser, on the web version of your studio. You are not going to find it on the studio that is on your phone. You're not going to find it on the studio that is on your phone. You have to make sure that you are logged in into your desktop. Your desktop. I don't know. I always your desktop version of the studio. Like when you're going to your browser on YouTube, the desktop version. There is where you need to be like logged in order for you to access this particular. So once you log in using the once you log in with the computer or even an iPad or even whatever it is that you normally use to access your studio on the web browser, that is the best way of going about it. So let me say that I can open my studio real quick so that we can go together and then I show you where it is. So you go to your studio. You should be able to find it on the top right corner. Let me see that I can share my screen. So if my screen is black, just let me know. You can see it somewhere here. Let me zoom. Let me zoom. Let me zoom. Let me zoom. Should be able to find it here. There we go. So it is somewhere here. The Ask Studio feature. You can see it just next to the question mark. You can see it there. Here. This thing that looks like a diamond. It's literally like the same thing that you normally see on your. It's literally the same thing that you normally see on your videos, like when you're on your. You see the ask feature. We normally use it on the videos to do comments. It's really the same. It's really the same thing, but now on the studio. So it is somewhere here next to the help button, next to the creator support, and next to your notifications button. So you'll just find it here. You'll find it here it's very easy to spot. So I don't know how many of you who are watching can see this on your desktop version. If you cannot see it, then it means the feature is not yet available. You don't have the feature yet. It's not yet available for you. So you may not have access to it. So okay, Ab Interactive says that she can see it. Perfect. That's a good confirmation. Any other person on the chat? If you cannot see it, then probably it's not, probably you don't have it yet. Okay? It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be there. But I think most people tend to have it. Most people, only some few countries, I think, I think only some few countries don't have it. But most people should be able to have it. Whether you are like a channel with 1,000 subscribers or not, I think they've rolled it out to a lot of people, just like the ask feature. Good. So Hub, you have it. Perfect. I'll continue. Hub confirms that she has it. Then we are good. So yeah, so you'll find it on the top right corner, top right corner of your studio, just next to the notifications button. Just next to the notification button. A few things to note. You can you can, as I've said, you can like log in on the studio, and then you can be able to like find it there. You can just see it right now. You can also use it on the analytics page. So when you open your analytics, you'll be able to see it as well. So if I do that real quick and click on the analytics page, which is here, you can still see it here. You can still see it here. Are you seeing these questions? You can still see it on the analytics page here. You see, how did viewers find my content? How many viewers did I reach? Summarize my latest video performance. You can still find it also on the analytics page, and again, it is up here. So there are two ways of using it. You either use it directly on the studio. I hope you guys are seeing. Let me see. You either use it directly on the studio, or you use it on the analytics page. So you click on your analytics page, and then when you click on your analytics page, you'll be able to find it. You'll be able to find it right there in the analytics page. So that is how you're able to like spot it uh, on the studio itself. So if you, I'm going to go through the questions shortly, and then we are going to like go through these things one by one, and we're going to do a practical, and then once we're done, I'll be able to set up the rate. So if you don't find it directly on your studio, you check your analytics whether you have these questions like these questions here. You can see these questions above. You can see these questions above my analytics. This one. How did viewers find my content? How many new viewers did I reach? Summarize my latest video performance. And then you can see the Ask Studio feature is still there. So those are the two ways you can access that particular feature. So you can check whether you have those analytical kind of questions, and then you're able to like make a decision. The second thing that I also want to add, once you find this Ask Studio feature, YouTube has some best practices that you need to follow. Number one, you have to begin with a very clear objective of why you want to use the Ask Studio feature. Are you looking for insights into your community to better understand them? Are you trying to figure out how your videos are performing? Are you trying to get ideas for your next video? So you have to be very like specific in terms of what you want to achieve from YouTube itself when you're looking at this particular feature. So the objective is very clear. Sometimes maybe you just want to assess. Maybe you just want to assess the comments that people are leaving you on your video. Maybe that can be the reason, just like assess the comments, and that is enough. That is still very sufficient. It can help you at least figure out. It can help you figure out whether it's working or not. Margaret, thanks so much for the love. I appreciate that. Yeah. So you have to be very clear in terms of the objective. For me, I think I find it very useful when I want to like. There's a question I asked it earlier. Like, what are some of the video ideas I need to explore on the channel? And it gave me very brilliant ideas that I did not even think of. And it's so amazing like when you're going to go through the questions and you will see how it works. It gets most of them correct. To be honest, I think I've not gotten anything erroneous, but of course it has its weaknesses, and we are going to talk about those weaknesses shortly. But they are not like It's not so bad, honestly. It's not like it's they're trying. It's YouTube is trying with this thing. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying. Hey, local, welcome, welcome, local. Nice to see you. Watch out, Yogi, Auntie Reed coming for you. Thanks so much for that. So it's as I said, it's a feature that you need to like explore. It's a feature that you need to explore and figure out whether it works for you or not. Oh, we got a raid, we got a raid, we got a raid, we got a raid. I see Auntie sent the flight here. The flight has landed safely. I am seeing that notification that Auntie and her viewers have landed. Auntie raid, Auntie raid, Auntie raid, Auntie raid. Thank you so much. Titi's in the building. Sharing is our service guest later on in the next month is here. Trini! Welcome, welcome, Trini. Nice to see you. I see Trini in the building. I see Fluffy Diva in the house. Fluffy Diva TV, anti-drama queen raid. Thank you so much, Auntie. Anthony Holmes is in the building. How are you doing, Jabali? Jabali, nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. I see everyone landing in. Auntie, you have landed the flight safely. The flight has landed. Thank you so much for thank you so much for the flight. Local says drama has arrived. We are in class today. We are in class today. Fluffy Diva says anti-drama queen raid. Anti-drama queen raid. Goga, I tried to warn you. Local, you did not even, I did not even like get the warning before. The moment you started the warning, they all landed. They all landed. I did not even get that was even sufficient warning. It wasn't sufficient warning because you came to warn and the flight landed. I just saw Auntie and the viewers have joined the live stream. Thanks so much, Auntie. I'm waiting for the pilot. Thank you so much, Auntie, for the raid. You could have picked, I wouldn't say you could have picked anybody else on this YouTube universe, but you chose me. You chose me. Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much, Mrs. G. Mwah! I really appreciate the raid. You could have picked anybody else on this white streets. White has a lot of people. You could have picked anyone, but you selected my humble house. And I just want to say thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Right. May your pot bring in abundance for that generosity and your kindness. I don't take it for granted. And everybody who came in through the raid, again, you could have chosen to go elsewhere. You could have chosen to go back to your businesses, but you came in through the flight. So even everybody who just got in here, gave me a thumbs up. I really want to say thanks so much for landing safely. Thanks so much for landing safely. All right. I have to catch up on what Auntie was discussing on her flight, on her because if Happy Diva is saying anti-drama queen raid, it means there were some receipts. There were some receipts. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Abstract. Hey, Abstract. Welcome, Abstract. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Abstract. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for coming in. I see. I think I've acknowledged everybody who came in through the raid. Workplay Live TV. Thank you so much for coming in. Workplay does the same thing like what I'm explaining today. The Ask Studio using the Launchpad platform that a lot of you have jumped aboard. Yes, so you're going to see a lot of similarities with what Workplay does with this Launchpad platform. Let us continue, guys. So, guys, we are discussing the Ask Studio feature. So, I was asking you guys, thanks so much, Hab. I was asking you guys whether you have used this feature and whether you have whether you have used it for your studio purposes. And so I see a lot of people on the poll have said 59% have said yes, and then I see 24% are saying they didn't know it exists. So I was explaining to people where to find it. So you go to your studio. We haven't gone very far. So you go to your studio. On the extreme right, you'll find it here next to your notifications bell. It is just somewhere here on your studio. It is here. The only thing that you have to be aware of is that this feature is only available. I think my screen is up. Let me so that I can come back. Stand back screen. Okay, I'm back. I was saying the only thing that you have to be aware of is that this feature is only available on desktop. I am down, in case those of you are wondering where Google's face is, I am down at the bottom of this. I'm at the bottom of this. it is only available on desktop. So you can only find it on the desktop version of your studio. Okay. You don't find it on your phone. They've not yet they've not yet enhanced the studio on the phone to have this particular feature. Um, okay. Mrs. G says, thank you, Raiders. I love you all, even though you are all messy. Messy is good. Messy is engagement. And don't you know don't stress so much about the mess in the community. That is what is called. So if you don't find it, so I want you guys to go and check your studio right now. If you have a computer, if you have an ipad, go to your studio right now and check whether you have this feature on the top right corner. If you don't have it, chances are high that it has not. Chances are high that you need to update your, or maybe you have not yet gotten it yet. But most people should be able to have this feature on their studio. It is somewhere here. If you don't, you can also find it on analytics. So I said you can click on the analytics feature and then you will find it just below your channel analytics. You find the questions here and analytics. How did viewers find my content? How many new viewers did I reach? Summarize my latest video performance. You can also find it under your channel analytics, where it can give you like some ready-made questions that you can ask on your studio. That's also another shortcut of getting to that particular feature. A few things that you have to be aware of. As I said, one weakness with this feature is only available on the studio desktop version. So you either have to log in onto your YouTube studio, your laptop, or your iPad, or maybe Chrome, but you have to select the desktop side. You'll not find it on your phone. And then, as I said, another weakness with this thing is that YouTube has given certain disclaimers that they are saying that they shall not be responsible. uh, they've absolved themselves from liability. They say that if you decide to use the Ask Studio feature, they're not. It does not represent YouTube's views. Just in case you go and ask the studio something and it gives you like a suggestion, and then that suggestion does not work, YouTube is trying to tell you, don't come and ask. Don't come and start saying that we misled you or something like that. So they are very clear that it's not representative of their views. So that's like something that you need to note very carefully about that particular feature. Another thing that is very clear from what they are saying. Abstract says, I'm watching in the background. Thanks so much, Abstract, I'm glad that you're listening. You and Anthony, thanks so much for listening in the bushes. Um, what was I saying? Another thing with this feature is that it is experimental. So you may ask the studio certain things and it may not be able to give you the results. YouTube says it's a very experimental AI feature. But one of the things they are doing is that they are profiling it as like your creative partner. They're profiling it as your creative partner that you can be using for your content creation experiments. All right. So those are some of the things about this the Ask Studio feature. Again, as I said, those people just walked into the live stream. The Ask Studio feature is different than the Ask under your video. You remember I told you guys about the Ask under the video, which you can even use to generate comments. The Ask Studio feature is different in the sense that it is asking the studio, not the video. So it's not going to report on individual videos. It's going to report on the studio in general. And that's another weakness with this feature. The Ask Studio feature only gives results about your channel. It cannot give you results about Anthony Holmes' channel. And thank you so much, Anthony, for the 34 months of trust. Thanks so much for that membership. I don't take it for granted. May your pot bring in abundance. It will not tell you anything about East African workout girl who is really working towards her WH. Guys, in case you can support her playlist, please help her run that playlist because she's losing watch hours like crazy. East African, thank you so much for coming in, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it will not give you statistics about Anthony Holmes. It will not give you statistics about Mrs. It will not give you statistics about Trini. It will not give you statistics about abstract beauty. It only gives results about your channel. So it's a weakness in the sense that most of you like collecting receipts about people's channel and comparing how your channel is doing against somebody else's channel. You are not going to get you're not going to get results about anybody's channel. It will only give you results about your channel, results about your videos, results about your efforts on YouTube streams. Is that clear? Yes, that is the only one weakness about it. So the only things that you need to be very clear on when you're using this feature, number one, have a very clear objective. You must have a very clear objective on what you want to use it for. You can either use it for, I'm going to explain the things that you can use it for. You have to be very specific with your questions. You can't be asking the studio general questions. For example, instead of you saying, "Tell me about my channel," maybe you want to ask you want to ask studio, "What are the most common themes my viewers are asking in the video?" or something like that. Or how did my Sunday service collaboration with Melissa perform? You have to be very like clear on the questions you can ask the studio because remember it's an AI feature. So you're also you're also teaching the AI model how to respond better to questions. So you don't want to ask very general questions about like, "Oh, tell me about my channel. Am I rich? Is my channel succeeding or is my channel having any weaknesses?" You want to be very like specific on the kind of questions that you ask in the AI. Hey, Chef Z, welcome, Chef Z. How are you doing? Welcome, Chef Z. Another thing, another thing that you can also do is in case you want to ask about a particular video, you just need to click on the plus sign. I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. Um, you can try using prompts that YouTube already suggests. Because like you find that sometimes they're telling you to summarize what the video is about. You always see that in the ask feature. So you may find that the studio may sometimes suggest things already. Um, it can even be something like, "How can this YouTube studio help me?" or something like that. So you can try you can explore different things uh, in terms of how you use the Ask Studio feature. If the response that the Ask Studio gives you is not sufficient, if the response that the Ask Studio gives you does not like really reflect what you wanted to get from it, you can always like refine it. You can always ask afresh, and then it will give you like probably different results or something like that. So you can try different ways of like using the Ask Studio feature. Okay. I see Ansu is in the building. Ansu, why were you doing your live stream in darkness this morning? Ansu, Mano, welcome. Man is our brother from Sierra Leone, very supportive human being. He supports a lot of content creators who are growing, and I'm so honored. Ansu, Mana, why were you in darkness this morning? Welcome, Ansu. I see Juba. Wagwan, Juba. Nice to see you, Miji. Thanks so much for coming. Right. Up to that point, I hope you are clear. We are going to go into the practical section so that we can do this. Because I have about 10 questions I want us to ask the studio so that we can learn practically. So you can use this feature to develop video concepts. As I said, it can give you ideas on your next video based on the kind of question that you ask it. And in case it gives you a very brilliant idea, you can save the idea. You can save the idea for later. Um, you can get feedback on your videos, like which video was performing well, what are some of the improvements you can make on the video. It will give you some ideas in terms of that, and then you'll be able to like at least action those kind of answers that it gives. Let us do the practicals, guys, because it's easier when we do the practicals because you'll be able to see it in real time how it works. So I'm going to share my screen. Don't look at my revenue. My revenue has really gone down this month. Don't look at my revenue. You're going to see my studio. I could not find a way to hide it. So, yeah. So as I said, when you go to your studio, I hope you guys can see my screen. I know the screen can be dark a bit, but I hope you guys can see it. I hope the screen is visible. I hope the screen is visible. Okay, so on my screen, I'm going to click on the Ask Studio feature. There it is. When you click on it, it's going to open a box and you can see how it's greeting me. Hello, Goga. How can I help you? And it gives me like some few questions there that it's giving me some suggestions there in terms of the questions. You can see the questions there. Um, yeah, these are the ones I was telling you. These are the suggested questions that you really ask. How can how can Ask Studio help me summarize the comments, suggest new video ideas, summarize my channel performance? So you can already see that. Then this plus sign, you can add a video and it will give you the videos. Are you seeing the way it's so cool? In case, like, let's say you want to ask a particular question about a video, you just click on this plus sign. I wish I could zoom, but it's not zoomable. Here, you just click on this and then it gives you video. So, like, let's say, for example, I want to like pick a simple video or even a short. You can pick videos, you can pick shorts, you can just come and select that video, so like that, and then it pick it up. So, for example, this, let me pick the Sunday service that we did. So, for example, this one, you see, it has already picked it. It has already picked that video. So you can ask very specific things about videos by using the plus sign. So that is a trick that you can be. So in case like let's say you want to use about a particular video, you can just click on that plus sign there and then add. Very easy like that. As I said once again, it has to be on your computer. Now, let us look at a few questions that we can ask this thing, this Ask Studio feature. You can see, you can summarize your channel performance. You can ask for videos ideas, suggest new video ideas. You can also get more suggestions. But I want us to look at about 10 questions. I want us to look at about 10 questions that we can use this for. We can use this feature to manipulate. So I'm going to ask these 10 questions. You can do this with me if you have a computer because it makes it easier and practical. And then we see how it goes. Um, okay, so for example, hey Tasharia, welcome Tasharia. Nice to see you, sis. Thanks so much for coming. Now, let me ask the first question. So let's say, for example, as I told you, number one, it has three superpowers. You can summarize comments and audience sentiments instantly. In case you want to find out what people think about your channel, you can use that. You can use that. You can use the feature to do that. It can explain to you the performance of your channel, and it can help you brainstorm video ideas, outlines, titles, and even the script. It can even give you a script for your next video. Remember, it is like a chat. It is conversational, just like Chat GPT, Gemini, Cloud, all these like language models that are coming in the name of AI. As I said, it must be on desktop. It does not work on the mobile app. And then it's a chat window that opens. And yeah, let us see what we can actually ask. Now, I'm going to give an example. Remember, we said you have to be very specific in terms of what you ask it. So I want to, like, for example, ask it, summarize. I want to go and ask it, summarize the question one I'm going to ask it, summarize the top themes in the comments on my last 5 videos. These are very specific. These are very specific, like question that you're giving that Ask Studio to do for you. Hey, Hadjois, welcome, Hadjois. How you doing? Thank you so much, Abstract. Thanks so much, Abstract. I appreciate you stopping by. Lisa, nice to see you, Lisa J. Sox, welcome, Lisa. Lisa, Sunday, you are not live. I was trying to like raid you because we had Melissa and then somebody said raid Lisa. I'm going to IShow speed. Those are receipts I'm going to discuss at the end of the class on what happened with IShow speed. Now, the first thing I'm going to ask it is to summarize the top things that in the comments on my last 5 videos, and then I click enter. Then you wait for results. You can see it's reviewing the request, going round and round and round and round through the content. And you can even say maybe in the last 30 days, in the last 90 days, it has given me the results. Now, guys, here are the results. Let us read them together. Based on the comments, let me see if I can expand this. Based on the comments from your last 5 videos on the Google channel, remember it is only going to give you results on your channel. It is only going to give you results on your channel. It's not going to give you results about anybody's channel. So these are the first results. Lisa says, I love it. I love this feature. Look at the first result. It tells you here the top themes and sentiments I've summarized for you. We can zoom. Your audience was pleasantly surprised and highly engaged by your pop-up live. This is the live stream I did when I was flying out on Saturday. Viewers expressed shock and delight at seeing you live unexpectedly, with several mentioning the rare occurrence. Like, this sounds like this G. This type of pop-up content seems to create a strong sense of urgency and community connection. Then, personal connection and well wishes. There is a deep level of affection from your community. Viewers frequently complimented your appearance, sent safe travel wishes, and shared inside jokes. Like the okra oil comment. That is Missy. That is Missy. That is Titi. That is Titi and saying I use okra oil for my hair. This suggests that your audience views you not just as a creator, but as a personality they genuinely care about. Oh, then high engagement with live stream content. The vast majority of the comments are found on your live stream and pop-up videos. Even your educational content, like the video on advertiser guidelines, drew engagement in the form of mic checks and community supportive emojis, showing that your live presence is a major draw in the Google community. That is the Ask Studio telling you the truth about your video. And then it says, I analyzed about 25 comments across your recent videos to identify these things. And then it gives you an advice. Since the pop-up live was such a hit, consider making this as a regular thing, but still unannounced. Just like that, Studio has given you an idea that you can explore. And that right there is a gem that I just learned by asking. So these are some of the things you can explore with this feature. The second question I'm going to ask, you can ask it something very simple. What are viewers complaining about? Yeah, what are viewers mostly complaining about? We can try. Again, this is still part of the audience. And try to keep these charts in one. What are viewers complaining most about most in my videos or in my live my streams? For example, you wait for it to gather answers, and again they give a disclaimer that I can make mistakes. So you wait for results. It's trying to gather them. You see, I decided to ask it, what are viewers complaining about most? Then it says, based on a search across your stream comments, you notice one weakness with this feature, it only looks at comments. It cannot go to individual live streams and start looking at all of them. Yeah. And that's why it's telling you, viewers actually have very few complaints, Goga. Your audience is overwhelmingly supportive. But I did find two minor recurring themes regarding their struggles. And it tells you what people are complaining about. Uh, the most common complaint is not about the content, but rather that viewers are sad when they miss the live broadcast. Okay, so and then occasionally viewers mention specific problems they are facing with their own channels, like AdSense or repeating songs in their heads. This is that fluffy song. Looking to you for guidance during your educational streams. While it's not a complaint about you, it shows that they encounter friction in their own journey. You see? And that is something right there. And the studio gives you a practical advice. To help those of to help them, you can try using the community tab to give people a 30-minute heads up before you go live. That's what Studio recommends. Just like that, you can be asking people what are they complaining about with with your content. And that later becomes like an actionable. It becomes like an actionable place for you as a content creator. So you can check out that particular dynamic. Let me try another question so that we can move on to the next part. You can decide to ask what questions are your audience asking repeatedly, because based on what people ask repeatedly, it can help you know what you need to address. So we wait for results, we see what they say. What questions is my audience asking repeatedly? And there we go. And then it tells you based on an analysis of recent comments across your channel. As I told you guys, this feature only can tell you results about your channel. It cannot give you results outside your channel. It's about your channel itself. So it has analyzed and given me results. YouTube features and technical advice and personal curiosity and observations. That's it. That's it, literally. That's it. And then community and connection, right? So it's analyzing all these comments and telling you. So it says it analyzes 100 comments, and the majority of your audience repeated questions are actually expressions of affection and community inside jokes. Nothing very serious that I need to nothing very serious I need to like address. And then they give you a tip. Consider doing a dedicated Q&A segment during one of your live streams to address the technical YouTube questions. That can become like a content. And that's why I think I remember last year I started doing the Q&A live stream once a month. At the end of every month, I used to make sure that I don't have a topic. I just come and do a Q&A on the channel for to answer questions that people may be having. So that can be a tip that you can use for your purposes also as a creator, just to be able to like ensure that you're taking advantage of this feature on Studio. Hey SMS, how you doing, brother? Thanks so much for coming in. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Up to that point, are you seeing where I am going with this? Before now, I want us to go to a different segment. I want us now to go to yeah. I want us now to go to now something beyond the audience. I want us to go to performance. Another way you can use this Ask Studio feature is like to check the performance of your channel. So I'm going to ask like a few performance questions, and then you see how the results it gives. So I will start with the first question. I'm going to ask the Ask Studio feature, how did my latest video perform compared to my average? I just come and ask it here. Try to keep all these charts together. So now I'm asking performance. I told you it can help you learn about your audience. The second thing, it can help you assess the performance of your channel. So it's look at that. It has even given me a table. So I decided to ask it, how did my latest video perform compared to my average? My latest video was the Sunday service with Melissa, and this is what it's saying. Your latest video is performing exceptionally well compared to your channel's typical performance benchmark. Here is a breakdown of how it stacks up against your average performance. The views way above typical, watch time 38.5 hours, average view duration 11 minutes, click through rate 2.45%. And then it gives you like some key takeaways about that video and the results. I like what it said about engagement. Not only are people clicking more, but they're also staying longer. An average view duration of nearly 12 minutes is a great sign that the conversation was highly engaged, and that's a good thing. Yes, you know. And then it even tells you about the loyalty. You have a regular viewer loyalty. Your regular viewers are watching for an average of 12 minutes, while new viewers are averaging about 1 minute 45 seconds. So this tells you your community is deeply invested in your longer conversations. That is a result right there, just by you looking at the Ask Studio. So you can see it is giving you specific results about your studio, not a particular, not your video itself. Hey, Onap Patrick, welcome on up. How you doing, Onap? Nice to see you in the building. Welcome, Diesel. Diesel, I saw you when we raided Aisha's video. You were laughing so hard on the chat. I will come back to those receipts. I will come back to those receipts. Guys, are you seeing how this feature is so good? Like it can tell you everything you need to do, and then it gives you tips at the end. Since these collaborations performed very well, you might want to look into more creator spotlight sessions or topics that focus on the personal way of living. It even gives you suggestions based on how the guest was received. And that already gives you like some actionable tip. Let me try another question about performance. As I said, you can use the Ask Studio to ask the chat to find out about performance thing. Let me ask, what is my best and worst performing video in the last 90 days and why? That is just 2026. I can just come and ask it here. Remember, we said you have to ask very specific questions. What is my best and worst performing video in 2026? Let me say in 2026 and why. You can assess best and worst and then like results. As I said, don't ask generic questions. You're not going to be using Ask Studio to like massage your ego. Ask it very specific questions. The results are out. The results are out. You can see them there. The results are out. Guys, can you see my screen? 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 Yes, no, yes, yes. Okay, fine. You can see the results are here. In 2026, your channel has seen a dynamic range of performance across different formats. Your best performing video is the 15-minute morning yoga by the ocean. And it says this video is your standout success for the year. Its high view count is likely driven by its broad appeal. That is a lie. As I said, they remember YouTube said that they're not going to be responsible for the views as a result of this AI feature. This is a lie because I promoted this video. I paid money for YouTube to promote this video. I paid $30. This video, I promoted it. It gave me 6,000 views. It gave me 2,000 subscribers, and it went viral just because I paid for it. So it's not because it was appealing or anything like that. So it is lying here when it tells me the title and thumbnail effectively captured interest, making it your most watched content in 2026. That one I can tell it is lying to me because I promoted that video. So sometimes you have to be very honest with yourself when you look at this. When you look at this kind of results, even you have to be honest with yourself. Some of these things are not true. I promoted the video, so it's not because that the video, but of course it's the best performing video because as a result of YouTube promotions. So that already gives you the weaknesses about this. So it's not it's an AI feature. It does not have the reality that I may have promoted the video outside the platform. Okay, it does not know that. It does not know that. Look at the lowest performing video. It is this live stream, YouTube Reimagine Explain, the new AI tool behind viral shorts. And it gives me results there. While this video has the lowest view count, it is a deep dive educational video with an average view duration of 11 minutes. While it reached a smaller, more niche audience compared to your viral yoga content, those who did watch were incredibly engaged. Now, this is another weakness with this Ask YouTube thing. it is it is always going to be biased in a way. It's going to be biased because it's going to be telling you it's not going to say anything negative. It's trying to really massage my ego. So it's not giving me that objective answer that I need. It's trying to like soften the blow and make me feel good in a way, even while it's giving the results. And you can already see that, and that is the analysis. Why is there a difference between my best performing video and my worst performing video? And then it says broad versus niche. Your yoga and lifestyle content, like the twins fighting for a cookie that has 5,000 views, taps into broader entertainment and wellness categories, which naturally attract higher initial views through recommendation. And then your educational videos, like your lowest performer, they have fewer views, but they boast of a much higher average view duration. So, and then they go there and give me advice. Don't be discouraged by the low view counts on your expert content. Those viewers are your most, but here they are right. Don't be discouraged. Guys, are you seeing that? I like this one. Don't be discouraged by the lower view count on your expert content. Those viewers are your most dedicated super fans who stay for the full duration. To boost their reach, you could try creating a shot that teases one key tip from your educational videos to drive traffic to the full length. They are very correct here. The people who watch my live streams are my community. They are loyal. These guys are loyal to a fault as compared to like new people who watch the shorts and things like that. So this one I totally agree with them. Very accurate, very true. Um, that one is a very accurate observation. It's a very accurate observation. Okay. So make sure you like note those are the dynamics and the reality uh, of this feature. We are still on performance. I can decide to ask which topics are getting the highest watch time right now. Remember, I said this is like doing a postmortem on your channel. It's not going to give you results about anybody else's channel. It's just going to be your channel. So just for example, sorry, need to drink some water. Which topics are getting the highest watch time right now? There we go. And then it tells you, go right now, your audience is most invested in deep dive educational content and creator success stories. Over the last 28 days, these are the specific topics that are driving the highest watch time. Number one, creator growth and strategy. And you see, it tells me content that is focusing on how other creators build their communities is a major hit. This was the live stream by Blessed Life Journey. It's one of the best performing live streams in 2026, by the way. Um, then there is monetization conversations. Yeah. I like what this, and look at what YouTube is telling me. Your community relies on you for staying safe on the platform. The high watch time on shorts collabs are quietly demonetizing channels. Shows that warning style content or updates on monetization are topics your viewers watch closely to protect their own channels. What is the moral of the story here? Fluffy Diva, keep making topics look like very alarmist because they're going to come here. Is TikTok making fun of demonetization? Make it alarmist because that is what is going to attract people to come in there because they want to protect their channels. And then, of course, technical deep dives, where I was discussing promotions. And then YouTube tells me that it indicates that your audience values your expert lens when deciding where to invest their time and money. That's a very good affirmation. Cultural narratives. I think this was from the live stream I did with Oma, and so on and so forth. And then look at what YouTube tells me. Success story interviews and policy warnings are your biggest watch time drivers. You could consider a monthly creator safety and success. It even tells you the kind of content you can consider doing. That's actually a very good point because I think I can actually do something about community guidelines in the month of May because Anything that violates community guidelines, you guys always come here and you camp here until the live stream ends. That's actually a very good tip that I'm going to use. In case that is what is going to make me trap you people on the live stream. That's actually a very good tip. Yeah. So I like that part where it gives you like the actionable tips, the things that you can be doing in order to improve the channel. I totally agree with this one. This one is very accurate. I agree with this action. As I said, you must use this Ask Studio responsibly. Ask it very specific questions. Don't ask general questions. When you ask general questions, you're not going to get you're going to get general results, which may not really help you. So you want to, and then I like how it's giving even examples of some videos in its answers. So you can see creator growth and strategy, policy monetization alerts. That's what I'm being told that I need to focus on. Okay. The other thing you can be using this for is brainstorming video ideas. And I can ask it a question like this: brainstorm 5 video ideas based on what is working on my channel right now. You can just come and do this. So this is like what Work Play Live does with the launch pad. You can ask it to, so you can even use this thing to generate video ideas. Brainstorm 5 video ideas based on what's working on my channel right now. It's gathering ideas, it's gathering the comments. Here are the results. It has given me one topic here. Creator community secrets, building a loyal audience without showing your face, faceless channels. Okay. And then in case I like this idea, you can save the idea by clicking on this ribbon. Are you seeing this ribbon on the right? Yes. In case you want that idea, you just click on it. It's going to save the idea. Look at this one. It's suggesting me to do a 2026 monetization survival guide, avoiding silence demonetization traps. And it tells me policy and monetization warnings consistently see high engagement. Google. That is an idea I can do. I like this idea. Let me put a ribbon on it, save the ribbon. The idea has been saved. YouTube AI mastery. And then it tells you technical tutorials are a cornerstone of your expert persona. Addressing the common how-to questions in your comments can help convert casual viewers into regular fans. And then now it's telling me, look at this, guys. This is the funniest one. Ask Oga anything. The presidential Q&A and behind the scenes special. I think I should do this month when I'm celebrating 4 years in the YouTube partner program. I can make it like a Q&A, just to like do this. And then there we go. Presidential Q&A. I love that. Presidential Q&A. That is so good. And then there's something about the mental clarity, so meditation. There's something about meditation and so on and so forth. So you can even ask, you can ask YouTube, like, what are some of the ideas that you need to explore, just to make sure that you're not like missing out. There's another question I want to ask it. So this was a very beautiful question. I like this question, and I want to ask it on the features that you can see. I am going to like ask this. This is going to be like an idea question as well. So I'm going to ask this AI feature one question. Just hold on. Let me see if I can get it. I'm going to ask it something about just something about this. Just a video idea. Let me see if I can get that question real quick. There's a beautiful question I saw here. Let me see. Where is that question? It was so nice. I love that question. I love that question. I love that question. It was a nice question. This question made me like think twice about my channel. Okay, here is a question. What content ideas would work well on my channel? Content ideas would work well on my channel? You can just come and ask it down there. What content ideas would work well for my channel? In case you're not so sure what niche you want to get in, let us look at the results. Bye, East African. Thank you so much. Please get some rest. Please get some rest. What content ideas would work well for my channel? Hey, Classic! Welcome, welcome, Classic. Look at this. Let us look at the results. Based on your channel strength, it gives you like 5 ideas. Ocean meditation for content creators. How small creators are building global communities in 2026. This is a very good topic, by the way. The 2026 YouTube survival guide on avoiding demonetization. The presidential content is being suggested again, and so on and so on. So you can see, I just asked the same question, but it gave me totally different results. So it gave me almost the same results by just changing the question. So it means like that's a general idea in terms that is being pushed by YouTube Studio itself. So those are some of the things that you can explore when you're when you're like trying to fix your ideas while in the YouTube Studio itself. You can literally ask the studio what to do. You can even ask, let's say we are coming to the end of April, right? I can even decide to ask studio, what should I focus on in the month of May? You can just come and ask it here. What content format should I focus on next month? Shorts, long form, or both? And then you can drop it there. Because it's a new month. We're almost halfway through the year. You already know how your channel is doing. There we go. And this is what it's telling me. Goga, for next month, a hybrid approach focusing on shorts for discovery and long form for deep community engagement is your strongest play. Based on your performance data from the last 28 days, you need to do both of them. And it tells you shorts gave you this number of views, long form gave you this number of views and subscribers and things like that. And then it gives you suggestions there in terms of what you need to be doing, stuff like that. And it tells me focus on shorts to find new eyes and long form videos to keep those eyes, so on and so forth. That's a very quick advice. I don't feel very convinced about it, but either way, it's still advice. Still advice. As I said, you have to be very specific in terms of the questions you are asking. If you like ask vague questions, you're going to get vague answers. For example, a vague question is, tell me about my channel. Let us just go and type such a vague question. Tell me about my channel. Now, what is that? It's very general in nature. It's not very useful. Tell me about my channel. It's going to give you some things there, but it's very general. It's very general. And then let me see this. Your channel is currently in a transitional phase. While you have seen a decrease in overall views and new subscribers this month, returning viewer numbers are holding steady. Da, 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 da. So it tells me how many watch hours I got. You've maintained a consistent publishing schedule. It tells me what people are doing, community loyalty, da, 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 just like that. Very general in nature. But if I was to ask a specific question like, what should I change in my next 10 videos? Is my average view duration? That's a very specific question. That's like it's extremely specific. You're literally now asking YouTube to suggest for you some very specific answers. Um, hey, Anastasia, welcome, welcome, Anastasia. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, Anastasia. Thanks so much for coming in. Look at the results. You can see that it's taking time. It is not a vague question. It was a very detailed question. I'm even worried it may not give me results, but anyway, let's wait and see. What should I change in my next 10 videos to increase my average view duration? That means, what should I do on my channel to make sure people are staying longer? You know, to make sure people are staying longer on the live streams, to make sure people, because I'm doing live streams this year. So that is literally the logic. It's taking too long. Hey, Title Pro, how are you doing, Title Pro? Welcome, welcome, bro. How are you doing? I can say hi to you guys on the chat briefly. Classic, I hope you're having our call tomorrow. I think I'll be home. I'll be back from work on time, so we can have our call. Um, go, get Title Pro. Thank you so much for the 1 year of trust. Thank you so much for those 12 months. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for being part of this Green Army. Thanks so much for investing in my channel. I really appreciate that blessing. Thank you so much for that, for the 12 months of trust. Go. Okay, these results are taking too long. Did I ask a very complex question? So maybe I will wait for the result to come in. Then I will share this. So yeah, you can be asking very specific questions. Uh, about your channel. Don't ask generic questions. And as I say, I'm doing well, Guga. I thank God. What about you? I am okay. I'm a bit tired because was flying back home today. So I woke up so early. I think I slept on the plane the entire time. It was like a 4 hour flight. I slept on the plane the entire time when I was coming home. Then I got here. There was a lot of traffic until it was raining the whole day. Um, yeah, but I'm okay. I'm rested now. I had coffee before I came to the live stream. Thank you for asking. I had coffee before I came on the live stream, so I think I'm awake now. I'm awake. Awake. Um, Anastasia, I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Welcome back, Google. Okay, guys, the results are taking too long. I am tired of waiting, but it is still searching. It is still searching. It is still searching. I know that it's overwhelmed. It is still searching. Whatever time it will bring those results, we will get them. So you can be asking you can be asking very specific questions about what you need to be doing on your channel. Again, always ask the questions within the same chat because it is building like your history in terms of the things you're asking the YouTube studio. Please be asking those questions within the same chat because the moment you close the chat box, they disappear. It's not like Chat GPT, which kind of keeps the history. These ones disappear the moment you leave studio. That's the one unfortunate thing about the. That's the one unfortunate thing about this feature. You leave the studio, the answers disappear, so you have to like start again from scratch. So that is one thing that you have to be aware of when you're using the Ask Studio feature. Um, you can even be doing something like doing like some probing, you know, what are viewers asking in the comment section? Give me titles, or maybe I want to do a challenge in the month of May for yoga. I want to do a 30-day challenge in the month of. Give me a very strong title to like structure that live stream. It can be something like that. And as I said, the conversations try to keep them within an open window because once you close the studio, they disappear. They disappear. All right. Um, that I think I asked it a very difficult question. These are the results. This is what it has said. Look at this. It has given up me. It said that is what it said. Something went wrong. Please try again. It could not find the answer. Again, those are weaknesses of this. Those are some of the weaknesses of the feature. Like yes, sometimes you may think that it's going to generate results, but it may not. It may not actually like give you the results. Um, it may not actually give you the results, so that it's a weakness that you think it that it has right there. But you can always like tweak. You can actually tweak the questions that it works. Let me see whether I can. Let me see whether I can get. Let me see whether I can find a way of asking that question differently. Maybe I decided to like. Maybe I overwhelmed it. Let me ask the question in terms of. Let me ask a very long question. Mm, let me say 5 videos. Maybe I overwhelmed it. Maybe I overwhelmed it. Let me say maybe I ask it. What should I change? What should I change in my next 5 videos to increase average view duration and audience retention? Maybe 10 was too much for it because it has to analyze. Um, it has to analyze before it reports the results. Oh, there we go. Finally, it has given the results. It has agreed. Here are the results. I hope you guys can see the results. Let me go through them. Let me read them slowly. Number one, let me read the results. You can see the results down here. It's saying in your recent live streams, there is a significant drop in retention within the first 2 minutes while you are waiting for viewers to settle in. Yo, oh my God, that is so accurate. Start with high energy that immediately states the value of the session. Tonight we are uncovering 3 secrets to before transitioning to greetings. This gives replay to stay past the past 60 seconds. Guys, that is brilliant. That is so brilliant. I'm so impressed with that. I'm so impressed with that answer. Implement chapter-based teasers. At the start of your long-form videos, use a coming up overlay or a quick verbal roadmap. For example, in 5 minutes, we are going to dive into AI tools, but first, let us look at this community. Okay, interesting. Your ocean yoga video is about standout success. Is a standout success because the scenery provides natural pattern interrupt. Every 3 to 5 minutes, change the visual frame. That is an advice. Then it tells you address struggle comments directly. Oh my goodness. Viewers often comment about their own technical problems like AdSense during your streams. Dedicate a specific segment in the middle of your video to address a viewer problem solving. When you announce, now I'm going to answer the top 3 struggles you sent in. Retention typically spikes as viewers are seeing their specific issues being addressed. Yikes. Actually, very good. These are so good. Create a bridge to your next video. Instead of a long outro, use a bridge statement to a related video. For example, if you found this demonetization tip useful, you need to see how to set up your AI subtitles, da, da, da. And then it puts an actionable point. In your very next upload, try cutting your introduction by 50% and moving straight to why this matters. They're trying to tell me in short, Google, can you stop talking at the beginning of your videos a lot? Stop talking a lot and get into the content. I love that. Like literally, this is the first time I've seen this YouTube studio call me out on talking too much before I get into the meat of the topic. That is a very good point. So I asked it to be honest with me. It gave me an honest answer. So those are things that you can explore with the Ask Studio feature, and you can see it's very accurate. How did it just tell me to stop, to shut up and get to the point? How did it even know that I normally talk a lot before I get into the topic? Very interesting. It's very accurate. Classic stop laughing. Stop laughing. This feature has called me out. This feature has called me out directly. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Um, Let me try another last question and then we can get into the summary. Let's say, for example, you want to do a challenge in the month of May. So I'm going to ask it to do for me an outline of a 30-day yoga challenge, live stream challenge. So let me just ask it here. Create a detailed outline for a daily live yoga challenge for the month of May that matches my channel and maximizes watch time. Create a detailed outline for a daily live yoga challenge for the month of May that matches my channel style and maximizes watch time. So if, let's say I want to do live streams daily next month. Let me see what it's going to suggest. And then look at the results. A daily live yoga challenge in May is a fantastic way to capitalize on your channel's strengths. Your audience already has a very high interest in live streams, and your previous 30-day challenges like the Ashtanga series have been massive drivers for watch time. And then they give me a 31-day May Zen challenge designed to maximize watch time. Okay, I can see that. Based on your audience activity, your peak engagement hours are between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. So that means I have to do it in the evening, not in the morning, with a very high activity spike on Wednesday and Friday evenings. Format: do 20-minute daily live streams. This is short enough for busy creators to join, but long enough to build significant watch time. Integrate the presidential law inside jokes, okra oil during the cool down. And then it gives you a calendar. Guys, this is so brilliant. Week one, do this. Week two, do this. Week three, do this. Week four, and then the finale. And then it gives you a daily structure. Wow, this is so cool. And then it gives you video concepts. Then it tells you set a recurring time, go live at the same time every day. Your audience loves the pop-up energy, but for the 31-day challenge, consistency is king. Teasers, and then acknowledge the replay. There we go. That was a very specific question, and I got, I think, some very beautiful results from it. So that is something that you can explore. In case you're thinking of a challenge, in case you're thinking of a challenge, that is one thing that you can explore there or for your own purpose, just to see how it just see how it works. I love that. I love that. I love that question. I think that one was very accurate. So you can be doing those kind of things just to make sure that you're driving engagement um, into the channel. Um, I want to finish wrap up this question. As I said, be very specific on your questions. The chat is not saved, so you have to like make sure you keep things within that chat, and so on and so forth. Right. I think I've explained where you'll find all these things. Again, the moment you close the studio, the chat disappears. So you have to be very mindful of that. Um, just some of the things that you have to be aware of when you do this. Okay, so that is literally the Ask Studio feature that I wanted to share with you guys that you can be using for purposes of your own channel. You can be using like drive engagement into some of your content by asking the studio real and practical questions. I welcome engagement right now before it can even be something as simple like how can I increase the number of likes on my like let's say you are struggling with likes, people do not give you thumbs ups. You can ask the studio to like advise you how can I increase the number of likes? How can I increase the number of likes on my live stream or my videos? You can ask something as simple as that, and it will give you it will give you insight. Like a good example you can see is like this live stream. On the poll, I have 36 votes. On the likes, I have 27. So there are about 10 people who did not even give me a thumbs up, but they voted on the poll. They voted on the poll, there is engagement and stuff like that. So, but look at the result it is giving me. The results right there. So when you look at the results, gamify the thumbs up. I know Cloud Diesel is going to be very impressed. Your audience already interacts with you from the okra jokes to the presidential nicknames. You can turn liking the video into a communal milestone or an inside joke. During your live streams, set a like goal for a specific reward. For example, if we hit 50 likes on this video, I'll do the next yoga session in a full suit as a presidential special. I don't think this one will be approved. Mrs. G will tell me to take off my shirt. That can actually be an incentive. If I get 50 likes on this live stream, I'm going to take off my shirt on the live stream. Can be an incentive. An incentive. Um, it can be an incentive. So sometimes you can be. I like that idea. How do you trick people into giving you a thumbs up? So on. Um, I like this. Instead of asking for the likes at the very end, ask when you have just delivered a particularly helpful or beautiful tip. And I always do this when I'm just about guys, have you liked the live stream? One of you has not liked the live stream. So always be reminding people to give you a thumbs up. Some people normally just walk into live streams and they never remember to give a thumbs up. So you can see it's already telling me how to incorporate that when I'm doing the live stream, stuff like that. Okay, I like this. If you think this class was helpful, please hit the like button so that I can know I can keep making this, I can keep coming to the academy. Sure. So you can be after you've already spoken to people, just make sure that ask them to give a thumbs up. Make sure you do for that. So that is like those are some of the tips I'm getting here. And then I like this one of try and double tap challenge. Ask your viewers to like the video if they are a new gang member or if they've been following your journey for more than a years. This is nice. Yeah. So those are the tips that studio is giving me to get more thumbs ups and stuff like that. You can literally ask this studio anything, and I like how it has not given me a wrong result or an erroneous result, other than the assessment for the yoga video. That is usually how this thing works and how you can use it for your purposes. Let me try one more question because I'm enjoying asking this. I'm enjoying asking this question. What is the top traffic source on my channel? What is the top traffic source on my channel? These are things you can be asking if you are too lazy. You can find these things on the studio, but you can just ask studio to tell you, and it tells you where the traffic is at. The short speed is currently the top traffic source for Goga, accounting for nearly 38% of your total views in the last 8 days. I wish I could edit. I wanted to edit and say overall. And then it gives you insights. Shorts, of course, shorts will always be doing very well. And then I like this strong search authority. Having YouTube search as your number two source is excellent. It shows your educational and wellness titles are highly effective at capturing viewers looking for specific. This evergreen traffic provides a stable base of views, even when you are not uploading daily. There's a video of mine that I did like in 2023. Guys, that video has been going viral this year because people are searching for that monastery and they are landing into my channel. Now I've never done a full video. It was a short. Now it has motivated me to go and finish editing that video, the monastery, and upload it because there's a lot of traffic, getting into that shot. And this is like over 3 years ago. So evergreen content, that reality is actually very real and stuff like that. So if you notice that there's something that is doing very well, sometimes it's actually a very good. Nightbot is saying that Hadjo as a question. Okay, let me see what Hadjo has asked. Nightbot is saying, Goga, Hadjo as a question. Hadjo as a question. Hadjo is asking, very resourceful, Goga. I am enjoying the class today. I have actually started using the Ask tool and it can work wonders. That is good. That is good. That is good. Thanks so much, Hadjo, for that. Uh, Hey, not everyone media. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Thanks so much for the like. Thanks so much for that thumbs up. Um, I like that. I like that. I like that. That is really good. That is really good. Everyone media, thanks so much for coming in. We are just like looking at the Ask Studio feature and seeing what are people's experiences with it. Guys, can I get two more thumbs ups? There are two of you who have not given me a thumbs up. Give me two more thumbs ups. I want to hit 30 likes. Give me two more thumbs ups. Give me two more thumbs ups. You have to ask for that. Yes, one more thumbs up. 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 It's like I'm selling. It's like I'm selling products. So I'm like busy asking for thumbs ups. One more thumbs up. One more thumbs up. Okay. There's a question by Hadjois. If a video is appealing to a reduced public, how do we improve the CTR? Let me go and ask Studio that exact question, Hadjois. If if a video is appealing to a reduced public, how do we improve the CTR? Click-through rate. Those of you are wondering what click-through rate is. If a video is appealing to a reduced public, how do we improve the CTR? We can ask the studio before I give my answer. Let us see whether the studio will answer. You can, guys, if you're too lazy, just ask studio. I'm sure it's going to say something about thumbnail, da da da. Da. Let me see what number one. Let me hear the results. Instead of yoga for back pain, try what does tuck your tailbone mean in yoga, which already has a high CTR on your yoga channel. Okay, it signals immediate expertise. So they say use specific language in titles. And then remember, it's giving results based on my channel Hadjo. Is not general as not general per se. It's anytime you ask something on studio, it will always give you results about your channel. It will not give you results about anybody else's channel. So even Ajus may not get a direct answer, but it's because it's only going to answer based on my channel. And then I'm looking for something about thumbnail exactly, and you see the thumbnail is there. If your audience is small, they're usually looking for a specific transformational answer. Your thumbnail should visually confirm that they found it. Hajo is one of the best ways of increasing CTR is your thumbnail. That's how I think it has worked for me in the past. Um, the thumbnail was very striking, and because I'd pre-scheduled that content, and I even put it on a playlist. It was an upcoming live stream. It got a lot of clicks. The click-through rate was so high because the thumbnail was popping. The thumbnail was popping. One of the biggest and best ways of increasing the thumbnail, hardly is you do premieres more. You don't do live streams a lot, but you do premiere. When you schedule your premieres, um, make sure the thumbnail is popping because the premieres are promoted on the YouTube homepage, and that is what is going to help like increase the CTR. Because if the thumbnail is very striking, it's going to drive what you call impressions. The more impressions you have, impressions is the number of times your thumbnail has been seen on YouTube. The more impressions you have, the likely you're going to increase the click rate. And when people see that thumbnail, the impressions are high, they are likely to click on that particular thumbnail, and then they can be able to get into your content. I hope I've answered that. Yeah, so I think for me, I would answer CTR. CTR is driven a lot by you, the kind of thumbnail that you drop on the channel. Hey Wamuyu, welcome Wamuyu. Nice to see you. Welcome Joe. Thanks so much for coming in, Joe. How you doing? Um, Hajus is asking, by the way, what is the best tool people are using now to make these colorful thumbnails? AI. These guys are all using AI, Gemini, even ChatGPT has really improved how it generates images. Canva. Canva also has AI now that you can use to tweak. But most people are generating their thumbnails using AI. Um, yes, they're using AI. But of course, they use their picture and images, but they generate using AI. And it's really the prompt. It's really the prompts that you use. But you have to make sure that you feed AI what you want it to see. Create for me a thumbnail of a man looking shocked while walking the streets of Manchester. Make it striking, make it dramatic and overly clickbait. Give a very proper thumbnail, very clickbaity. So it's just about the commands and the prompts you normally give to the platform that you're using to generate the AI thumbnails. That's what people are using, by the way. That's what most people are using. Um, Classic says, I'm always trying to say like the live every second because people are so mean with the likes. Oh my God. I know, Classic. Classic, what you can do, I told you, I gave you a solution to this. Classic. Create a poll. Create a poll and ask people on your live stream. It's even just down there at the bottom of your phone. Create a poll and then ask them. Create a poll and then ask them, have you liked the live stream? Yes or no? That's it. That's what you need to do. People like clicking on things. That is, they may not give you a like, but at least when they see the poll, they will remember. Then you just don't even bother asking them to give you a thumbs up. Create a poll. Pink Lady says, I am using my ninja to bless you. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the blessing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that blessing. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, Pink Lady, for that. Pink Lady was playing some very beautiful game the other day. I was so impressed. And then she was muted. And I think she did not know that she had been muted the entire time. And then I think 20, 30 minutes into the live stream, I think the voice came. He was playing in the background on my PC. So me, I hear somebody talking, and I got shocked there for some reason, only to realize that her voice had come back. So thanks so much, Pink Lady. I really appreciate the support. Hey, Marciano, welcome, Marciano. Nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah. So Wamuyu, welcome, Wamuyu. Thanks so much for coming in. What I would say is, in case sometimes you're very shy for asking for likes, put a poll. You see the way you guys have voted on the poll? Are you seeing the way my likes and the are you seeing the way my likes and the votes are different? You will always notice when you put a poll, I have 42 votes, but I have 32 likes. There are 10 people who came to this live stream and they've not given me a thumbs up. There are 10 people who came to this live stream and they did not give me a thumbs up. So, but the poll shows that I got 42 votes. That is still good reaction. Never discount the power of reaction. They may not like, but they voted on the poll. YouTube counts that as a reaction. YouTube counts that as a reaction, and sometimes it helps them promote the live stream in the YouTube homepage. Google, you created a second channel. Is someone spamming? No, I don't have a. I don't have a. I don't have a. I don't have. I don't have a second channel. I don't have. It's Nightbot. It's Nightbot. I think that is overworking. At Yoga with Google supporters, no, I don't have such a. I don't have such a channel. I've not even seen it on the chat. And anytime somebody went and created a ninja of mine, I came for them hard. For them to make sure that they get rid of it. Is someone spamming at Yoga with Google supporters? No, no, no. Unless somebody has created a ninja and using my name, but I will report it. I always report anybody who uses my channel name on site. Because I only have one ninja and I don't use it. I rarely use it. I rarely use it unless somebody needs to be supported. So I need to go check whether somebody has created that channel so that I can report it. So that YouTube can close it. Thank you so much for that, Joe. I appreciate that heads up. Any question, guys, before we leave? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? So yeah, please try out this feature. It's a very brilliant feature, in my opinion. It's a very brilliant feature that you can use for improving the outcomes of your channel and your studio. I would suggest that you use it. I would suggest that you try and actually use it to probe your channel and what is going on the channel. Hey, Reds Room, how you doing, Reds? Welcome, welcome, Reds. Thanks for coming in, brother. Um, Final thoughts on this. Final thoughts on this. The limitations of this feature is that number one, it is only available on desktop. It is not perfect. It is experimental AI. So it does not know everything. It is experimental AI. And when something is experimental, it is still, how do I put it? Let me get a simple word. It is still fledgling, like it is still like being refined and improved. It's not like there yet. So you have to be aware that when something is very experimental, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to have its own weaknesses. So it is still very fledgling in nature. Um, you cannot use it, don't use it to seek for medical, financial, or legal advice. YouTube already gives that disclaimer, so don't do it. The chat history is not saved, unfortunately. The Ask Studio feature is only available on YouTube Studio on the desktop. The moment you close your studio, it is gone. So in case you get some very hot results that you want to save, use the ribbon to save those ideas. Use the ribbon to save those ideas, because if you don't save those ideas, it's going to give you problems. So make sure you save those ideas that are looking very refined and great for your channel. Save those ideas. Oh, Joe, that is my channel. Joe, that is my channel. That is my channel. That is my spare, that's my support channel. That's my support channel usually when my I rarely use it. I don't like doing it. Joe, thanks so much. Phew, I had a mini heart attack. That is my channel. That one is definitely mine. I can confirm. It only has two videos, and yes, that is my channel. That is my support channel. Thanks so much for giving me. Oh, now I feel relieved. I was getting worried. I was getting worried thinking somebody else started a ninja with my channel. That's my ninja actually. That's my it's not a ninja, it's a proper channel because it has videos and subscribers. That's my channel. That's my spare channel. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yes. I was saying I was saying that the chat history cannot be saved. It's not like Chat GPT, like Grok. It's not like all these AI tools that you normally use to generate stuff, where you can always go back to the history and then you can like refer to the results that it generated. You can't do that on Ask Studio. It only works in real time. Once you close the studio, it is gone. So be very mindful of that. But it is still worth it because number one, it is free, and number two, and the biggest win and the most realistic win of this AI feature, and that's I like YouTube calls it a creative partner. It only gives you results about your channel. It will never give you results about anybody else's channel. It will only all the results that you ask on Ask Studio are only going to give you results about your channel as Red. They're only going to give you results on your channel as Thrive and Grow with Joe, as Wamuyu Rainbow, as Classic, as Anti. They're not going to give you results that are outside your channel. The results will always be biased in favor of your channel as Chef Z, as Classic, as Nightbot, as all these people on the live stream, as Hadgeways. It will make sure that the results are really specific to your channel, and the results will have nothing to do with Anastasia when I'm busy looking for results about Goga's. And that's why you notice that when you go to the studio, let me go back to it. When you go to the studio, it starts by addressing you. It starts by addressing you as Goga. It does not give you anything about Anastasia. Let me say, for example, tell me, tell me about Anastasia Blessed's channel. Tell me about Anastasia Blessed's channel. So chances are high it cannot give you results based on Anastasia Blessed's channel. And you can see that. Look at that. I can't help with that. It actually told me the truth. I can't help with that. Information about other channels on YouTube, such as why a channel was demonetized, terminated, or specifics about the internal status is not something I can provide. If you're looking to find something, find a specific channel, you can search for the channel name. So it will never give you results about anybody's channel, and it will tell you for free. That is how they've programmed this feature. So you cannot ask, oh, sorry guys, I think you're seeing a blank screen. You cannot ask, you cannot ask anything, you cannot ask anything. Yeah. I think the screen is now okay. You cannot ask anything about somebody's channel. It will return, I think the screen is now back. It will return a result and it will tell you that it cannot help you with that. So that's one of the things that you have to be aware of about this. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me see. Elsie's in the building. Happy birthday to you. Oh my God, Elsie looked so stunning on her birthday 2 days ago. Guys, if you're on the live stream, I want you to take a moment and just scream happy birthday, Elsie Knight. Happy birthday to Elsie. She had an amazing time. The restaurant brought her cake. She looked so beautiful in her blue dress. Happy birthday, Elsie. I wanted to tell, I said I will tell you that when you come to the live stream. Happy birthday, happy birthday, Elsie. Thank you so much for coming. Let me see what I can get. No, we are going to sing for Elsie. Elsie, stay there. We are going to sing for you a birthday song. Let me get a riba riba. We are going to sing for you a birthday song. Let me go to this studio. I'm going to sing for you a birthday song. We are going to sing for you a birthday song. We are going to sing for you a birthday song. I'm coming back to this class later. Happy birthday. Elsie, this is for you. Elsie, this is for you. Where is Ariba Riba? Elsie, this is for you. Elsie, let me see whether it works. I think it was this one. That is for Elsie. Happy birthday, Elsie Knight. Yes. Yoga, she told Rez that she's drinking. Oh my God. Yes. Happy birthday to Elsie, guys. Let me pin it. I like what Tribe and Yoga did. Yes, please appreciate that lady. Yes. Like that. Elsie, I'm going to dance for you. This is the only time I will do this. Elsie, I'm doing this because I love you, Elsie. And it's your birthday. We're going to dance. Yes, guys, please sing for Elsie. Yes. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the music? Red, stop driving and collect the receipt. Focus. Can you hear the birthday song? Yes. Happy birthday, Elsie. Salsa. Here we go. Hey. Many happy returns. Many happy returns, Elsie Knight. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Um, I do hope may you keep living life in your own terms. May you grow to be as old, wise, and as accomplished as you wish, all in your own terms. Happy birthday, Elsie. Happy birthday, Elsie. Many happy returns. Many happy returns. If you have not yet wished the beautiful lady a happy birthday, go and watch one of her shots. She was dressed to kill. Beautiful blue dress and outfit. Go and write for her a message under that video, and just make sure that you appreciate the beautiful lady. She has a very beautiful spirit. Elsie needs to come to the Sunday service, because I love her smile. Her energy is so infectious, and her laughter is so infectious in a way. And Elsie is just Elsie. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. So please make sure you just take time there and just make sure you celebrate that beautiful lady, guys. I think that is it from me. I'm already on my 2-hour mark. It's time to leave the academy. Are there any questions? Are there any questions on the chat? Are there any questions on the chat, or we can discuss receipts? Resume is driving. I need him to concentrate on the road. Yeah, also laughter. Yes, absolutely. Hub interactive. Absolutely. Yeah, she's amazing. I love her laughter. For me, I love how Elsie is always, anytime she sees me and then she just starts laughing, even when she was in the middle of a serious conversation. I love that about her. She'll just start laughing. It's like, Goga, why are you here? Goga, aren't you supposed to be asleep? Anytime I go to Elsie's live stream at night, because she does live streams at night, I think it's normally like about midnight, my time. So I normally see her live around that time. When I go to her chat, she's like, Goga, aren't you supposed to be asleep? It's very late in Kenya. I'm always like, Elsie, why are you so concerned about my time zone? Anytime she asks me that, I know she's avoiding reading. And it's better when Goga is asleep because nobody's going to report her. So she makes it a whole thing. She makes it a whole thing. That's why I always laugh at Elsie. Anytime I go to her, like, Goga, it's very late in Kenya. And then she starts laughing. Goga, it's extremely late in Kenya. Why are you here? When I see her doing that, I know she just wants to skip reading. She does not want to read, and Goga being there is like giving her extra pressure that she has to read. Even when Blessed Life Journey tries to tell her that Goga is in the night flight, the sleep readers. Yeah, I will always find out whether but at least she knows how to read. I think I made enough noise until she figured out how to read. Um, she just chooses not to read. But when Guga is on the live stream, she will read because okay, Guga is here. Guga, it's very late in Kenya. Aren't you supposed to be asleep? And I'm like, oh, why are you so concerned about my sleep? Then I know she's avoiding responsibility when she sees me. But anyway, many happy returns, Elsie Knight, and happy birthday. I think that is the last birthday for the month of April. There have been so many April babies. Oh my God, April! I think everybody has been celebrating their birthday. So many April babies on the timeline. Many happy returns to you guys, even as we come to the end of the month. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Which leaves me with one thing: receipts about what happened on Sunday. What happened on Sunday? On Sunday, we were here with Melissa. Melissa was my Sunday service co-host. Beautiful. She gave us I think Melissa's story is a testimony. If you missed the Sunday service, you need to go and replay and watch Melissa. And please go and watch it on her channel, not my channel. Go and rewatch the Sunday service on Melissa Dai's channel. You'll get a lot of receipts. It was a very beautiful, it was a testimony. That lady spoke from the heart. Anyway, I digress. So after Melissa left the Sunday service, I was just hanging out here with people. We were trying to figure out where to raid and stuff like that because it was very late. I think I'd already made enough noise. I gave the video affirmation that all of you are laughing at about luxury, how luxury is prophecy. Mrs. G, I think that took her out completely. You can go rewatch the affirmation for Sunday. It was not a read affirmation, it was a video affirmation. So Then I think I was trying to look for somewhere to raid, and I think I even identified where we were going to raid. Then all of a sudden, I think it was Natecho V who came up with the idea, let us go and raid iShow Speed. And then, of course, that was like a solitary idea from Natecho's own brain. Then all of a sudden, everybody on the live stream, Red Room, of course, being a ringleader, Miss TikTok, the usual suspects, were like, yes, let us go and raid iShow Speed. And before you realize it, there was consensus on the chat that we are going to raid iShow Speed. Let me give you context, because some of you, I know, I'm not trying to say you are old. I'm not trying to say you are old, but some of you, I know you don't know who iShow Speed is. Let me give it context, because I know some of you don't even know who that is. If you don't know iShow Speed, your age is showing. I'm going to explain to you who iShow Speed is. iShow Speed is a 21, is it a 21 or a 22-year-old YouTuber who has 53 million subscribers. He's currently visiting the Caribbean. He's doing a Caribbean tour. He was in Saint, what do you call it? Yeah, he was in Tolman TV's country on Sunday, Grenada. He was at Grenada. He was in Africa the other day. He came to Africa. He hit 50 million when he was in Africa, by the way. He hit his 50 million subscribers when he was in Africa. He's a very young man, but very popular on YouTube. He's like a streamer. He does very crazy things like antics and things like that. He's extremely rich as well. He's extremely rich. So, some of you, I am not saying you are old, but some of you don't know who iShow Speed is. If you don't know who iShow Speed is, raise your hand. Okay, you're not going to raise your hand because I said you are old. Okay, let me rephrase. So people agreed we go to iShow Speed's live stream. Who am I? I had to listen to the people. Sometimes, you know, one of the perks of being a president is that when people make suggestions, you need to like follow through with them. I don't know how people decided we were going to raid a big YouTuber. Like, we were going to raid a big YouTuber. Like, it was a big deal. Guys, the person had 70,000 people watching his live stream. When I was leaving the Sunday service, Joe is raising her hand. You're not old, Joe. You are refined. You're not old. You're not old at all. Nobody's old. Nobody's old in this community. We are all just refined. We are just refined. Nobody's old. Nobody's old. So this is what happened. So people agreed we go and read iShow Speed. I was like, who am I? Let me listen to the people. And then it was very late because I remember I was traveling. I flew out of the country on Saturday, so I was not in I was in a country that the internet was not very stable. You guys saw where I was doing the live stream from on Sunday. I was not very comfortable. I was in a conference hall. I stayed behind after the meeting. Guys, did you see how I looked good in a suit? Guys, not a suit. Did you see how I look good in a tie? Did you see my, thank you so much. I've seen, you guys love receipts too much. I have seen my community post. That picture already has nearly 100 likes. You guys, you love receipts too much. Did you see how I looked good when the sun was on my face? I was sun-kissed. That picture was good. I took it at sunset. You saw that picture, yeah? You saw that picture, yeah? Cloud Diesel is saying that, sorry guys, I was on the phone to Mrs. Cloud. Okay, we are discussing receipts. Diesel, we are discussing receipts. Yes, let me say that, guys, if you have not yet liked my profile picture, you need to go and like it. It's almost at 100. Not my profile picture, my, what do you call it? There's a picture I posted on my community page. I was coming from a meeting. I was so tired, but it was at the sunset was so beautiful. Let me see that I can share the screen, you see. Man, I looked so good. It's almost at 100 likes. That's how you know. That's how I know you people like collecting receipts. That's how I know you people like collecting receipts. Now look at this. Yeah, that is it. I was coming from a guys. You see there, I clean up so well. Yeah. When I'm not wearing my yoga outfits, even I surprise myself. I normally look so good. And then I was wearing dress shoes and stuff, and my black pants were fitting. can see I'm wearing my watch and but the purple is consistently all. And then I was trying to get a profound comment to leave there, but it was not. I wasn't profounding, so I just decided to say something, stepping into the week with intention. If you have not yet liked my profile picture, run there real quick, run there, go and like, because I know you like receipts. Run there, go and like. There is no blank screen. It is working. Run there, go and like. You can see the way it looks so good. Anyway, let's continue with the receipts. Have you seen the picture? Have you seen the picture? Okay, yeah. So Chef Z says we can't see. It is on the screen. What do you mean you can't see? The receipts are on the screen. Thrive and Grow just says, okay, it is blank. There is nothing blank. It is on the screen. You guys, it is on the screen. Let's continue with the receipts. Auntie says you looked so fancy. Anastasia says you look good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, tell me things. Humor me. Guys, tell me those nice things. Tell me before I continue with the receipts. Tell me those things. Tell me those things. Tell me those things. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Hadges, I saw your comment and I even responded. I responded to all the comments on this picture. Yeah, you see, yeah, keep telling me those things. I looked good and everything. Yeah, carry on. Yeah. So that picture. So anyway, what was I discussing? I don't even know I ended up here. Anyway, I digress. Now, do you know that even Studio knows receipts? Even Ask Studio knows receipts. Even Ask Studio knows receipts. Even Ask Studio knows about receipts. There's something I asked Studio, and it says that people love the receipt segment on your channel. I was dying. I was laughing like crazy. Ask Studio knows receipts. Ask Studio knows receipts. Anyway, let's continue the conversation. So on Sunday, Diesel, I think welcome back. I'm glad that you've already finished that call with the wife. I am glad you finished that call with the wife because you are part of these receipts, because I saw you there. And I was laughing so hard because of the comments, the kind of comments you left on Speed's chat. Anyway, let me continue. Hey, Eva Kika, welcome. If you're not yet asleep, you're supposed to be asleep, Eve. It's late. Anyway, so anyway, let's continue. So the people suggested we raid iShow Speed. And then I said, okay, who am I to come in the way of what the people want? And I hesitated. With that raid. My heart was not at peace. I was not so sure that raid was going to happen. Guys, if you have not given me a thumbs up, you better give me the thumbs up. You better give me the thumbs up. I need 3 more thumbs ups to hit 40 likes. Give me 3 more thumbs. Eva Kika, you've not given me a thumbs up. Chef Z, have you given me a thumbs up? Classic, you've not given me a thumbs up. Give me the other ninja. Get me the other ninja and come and give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Anyway, so on Sunday, the people decided and the people voted. I even put up a poll because I was not so sure this idea that was being suggested on the chat. I even put up a poll. And I asked everyone, are you so sure? Guys, are you sure that we are going to raid iShow Speed? And the entire chat said, Goga, we are the ones addressing you. Do it. I gave disclaimers. I said, if anything happens on that live stream, I shall not be responsible. I shall not be responsible if anything happens on that live stream, because guys, we were only 13 people, I think, when the Sunday service was ending. We were only 13 people. And we are going to a live stream that has 70,000 people watching. I decided to listen to the voice of the people. I did my affirmation. After doing my affirmation, I ended the live stream. All these 13 people, boom, they were flown to Grenada. Of course, Goga Force One is operational. It's back. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened. When I flew people there to Grenada on iShow Speed's live stream, and then people started typing Goga Reed. Goga and Melissa Reid with those purple hats. Oh my goodness. Oh, that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me tell you, that was one of the most awkward raids ever. We could not even see each other. Goga and Melissa Reid, nothing. You type one, you see one person here, the chats were flying like water. Guys, the chats were flying. You type Goga and Melissa Reid, nothing. You could not even be seen. Even the nightbot there cannot do anything. It just sends you empty threats. We were typing Goga and Melissa Reid, Goga and Melissa. You can't even see whether the raid has landed or not. 70,000 people watching. The chats are just like shoop, 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 shoop. The chats are flying like you guys. You know, have you ever seen chats flying? Not chats were just like. I don't even think what was going on there. Let me tell you guys, me, I just got a headache being on that chat. At some point, I just decided to start watching Speed and what he was doing. Hey, wellness with Zinat, welcome, wellness. Then I see Mrs. G, Goga, and Melissa Reid, and then I see 100 chats later. I see Cloud Diesel, Goga, and Melissa Reid. Then I see, then I see Red's Room in there, Goga and Melissa Reid. 1,000 chats later. Then I see Anastasia, Goga, and Melissa Reid. What was that? Chef Z, I think I did not even see. People landed, but let me tell you, we were not seen. Have you ever sent people on a flight and nobody gets to see you? What was that? Even the receipts people have no. Miss TikTok, Goga and Melissa Reid. I was dying. Fluffy Diva, Goga and Melissa Reid. 1,000 chats later. Oh my goodness. Whose idea was that we go to iShow Speed's live stream? We raided a live stream that had 70,000 people watching. We raided, even the nightbot did not do anything. Yeah, even and I think people here said, Goga, why are you stalling? Send us there. I think it was Tandra. Even Tandra. Goga and Melissa Reid. I see Tandra in the middle of like a million chats. She just saw me once. Even you could not even say thank you everyone. Me, I typed there. Thank you everyone for landing safely. Thank you everyone for landing safely. Nobody even saw that I'd recognized the raid. We landed safely, but nobody saw us. Even Nightbot there did not see us. Even the moderators did not see us. Kevnish, you are laughing. Kevnish, you are there. We landed, but nobody saw us. That was the most awkward raid I've ever been on. Like we landed, yes. But now here comes the receipts. Even Diesel, I literally saw the 13 people who landed. I saw because we were not many. We were not many. Now here comes the receipts. 70,000 people are watching. Have you noted that? 70,000, it was coming to 70,000, 69,000 people watching. It was just playing around those numbers. Now here are the receipts, guys. This is how you know you serve a living God. Yo. This is how you know you serve a living God. The flight landed. Nobody saw us because there were 70,000 people watching. The chats are flying. Nobody can even make sense of the chats. Nobody can even make sense of the chats. We did not even see each other in that flight. Even receipts people had nothing to report. Can you turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, may the universe or whatever it is that you believe in, may God or may the divine locate you. May you have those problems where you never even need to read your charts. Someone type amen on the chat. I'm feeling the spirit. Someone type amen on the chat. May you have those problems where your chat is flying that you don't even see them. May you have those problems because those are good problems. Now turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, Neighbor, turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, may you have those problems where you don't even need to read your charts. They're just flying even if you gave up on them a long time ago. I mean, you're at 50 million subscribers. Guys, there is no way Aisha Speed was going to see us. But we raided him. It is a flex. After that live stream, I was just like, thank you so much, Tribe Goga, for affirming. Sometimes you guys normally gas me up. You normally gas me up. You affirm me, but that was like a flex, guys. I mean, raise your hand if you've ever raided a channel with 50 million subscribers. I have gone down history books. I'm going to make this about me. I have gone down history books and I raided Aisho Speed. Yes, he was having 69,000 people watching, but it is because of my raid he got to 70,000 people watching. Neighbor, I am not, turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, I am not inconsequential. I am not inconsequential. Yes. I got Aisho Speed to 70,000 people watching. Guys, it is the messaging. It is how you report it. It is how you report it. For me, had I not sent the flight to Aisho Speed's live stream, he wouldn't have seen 70,000 people watching. Drink your water. Tell them, neighbor, you're not inconsequential. May you finally have chats. May you finally have chats that keep flying that you can't even keep up with them. Let me tell you guys. Do you know what happened to Aisha Speed? He lost. He was doing that. I think he was in a competition or something, the jumps and stuff like that. He lost. He lost. He lost. And then he got so annoyed. He was not happy. He got so annoyed he got onto the back of the truck and then he was driving. He was taking his drive around Grenada, the island. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, drama happened. Guys, me, I was on Aisha Speed's live stream until he ended. Let me tell you, he ran into internet problems. Neighbor, you are not the only person who has KFC Wi-Fi problems. You are not your problems. Let me tell you, Aisha Speed got internet problems. He started buffering. Let me tell you, somebody was fired. He started buffering. Let me tell you, when the live stream started buffering, me, I was just like, oh my God, did we cause this? Is this the Goga tribe effect? Is this the Goga tribe effect? I was like, even this big YouTuber with 53 million subscribers can have internet problems. My internet is faster than his. Hey, yo. He started buffering. Oh, he started buffering. KFC Wi-Fi problems. And then I thought, you mean my internet was better than his in that moment? Let me tell you, he started buffering. Then at some point, I think the people did not think that the live stream was back. They take the camera down. So you can see Speed's legs. It looked horrible. The chat goes wild. The chat is still flying. Of course, Tribe Google is now quiet because Tribe Google is wondering what is going on. Speed got so annoyed. Speed does not know how to hide his emotions. That's the thing with Speed. When Speed is angry, you will know Speed is angry. His face changes. He's so pissed, he's about to like fire somebody. Yeah. The camera, I don't know, fell. He did not know that the internet was back because he doesn't read chats. People are telling him that the camera angle is awkward because people can see his crotch literally. It was bad. It was bad. It was not professional. It was not professional. It looked... But they did not know that the internet had come back and he was having this... He was glitchy. He was glitchy. Like, he looked like... it wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. And then the man got so annoyed. At some point, I think they took his bags. They took his camera. He was pissed. He was pissed at the entire thing. Speed cannot afford to have buffering internet problems. There was buffering for like about 2 minutes before they finally restored his internet. He was still very pissed. He was still angry. I think I even told Redzum because I sent Redzum a message. I'm like, I think Speed has fired the camera person or something. Yeah. Anastasia saying, Mrs. G, you even saw, we all saw the legs. The camera, they thought they were solving the internet problems, and then they moved the camera that was showing his face and the surroundings. So at some point, the camera was facing his crotch. It looked awkward. Everybody on the chat was like saying, "This is awkward." It was awkward. Receipts, guys. I tell you that that raid was not bad. Receipts. So you mean I should speed can have those kind of problems? A channel with 53 million subscribers can have this kind of poor people problems. Hey, me, I was just laughing. I serve a living God. He ignored my raid. Who is God? He ignored my raid. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, neighbor. There's a song that Africans like singing. All my enemies are suffering. Neighbor. Hey, me, I was just like, he ignored my raid. Who is God? Talk about internet problems locating him. Yo! Then he gets annoyed. Hey, me, I was just like that. Me, I was just eating my popcorns. I'm like, this is what happened when you ignore a raid from Goga. I remembered him. I am seated in Kenya with my 13 subscribers. He has his 69,000 subscribers and he ignores my raid. He thinks he's too special for my raid. Who is God? Hey, internet problems. Camera showing bad angles. The chat getting annoyed. Talk about scattering. Hey, never ignore a raid. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, you are not inconsequential. You are not inconsequential. You are important, even with your few subscribers. Anyway, let me continue the receipts. You people thought I will not find a way to spin I shall speed's raid. You made me raid him. He ignored us. Things happened. Now, so at some point they restored the internet. They restored his internet, and then he was getting. I think he got happy eventually now, and things were working and things like that. His moods came back, and yeah, he looked fine. I think as he did the rest of the trip. Me, I left him running. I went to sleep. I always follow Aisha Speed because I love what he does. I love what he does to profile countries that people don't know. I like how he's not conventional. Speeds remind me of a younger version of me. I'm not one person. Let me tell you, I've never been one to follow the rules. I've always I've never dotted my I's, I've never crossed my T's. I always choose my own path. I never follow the path just because everybody's following. And that's why sometimes I think I find myself in the minority sometimes. But sometimes there is nothing as powerful as following your own path. Speed reminds me of the 20-year-old version of me that never used to conform. Still don't, but yeah. So he reminds me of me. So I like him. I've subscribed to his channel. I occasionally I follow him. I see what I see. Like today, I know he was in. He's still in the Caribbean. Today he was in. I'm forgetting the name of the country. Was it Saint Vincent or something? One of those things. Yeah. So I do like following him. I like how he gets. I like how he's unhinged. I like how he's very raw. I like how he does not hide. You will know that his emotions are high. You will know that he's happy. You will know that he's sad. I like that I like that authenticity. And I think that's what the kids like about him. So if you don't know Aisha Speed, I am not saying that you're old, but he speaks to a certain demographic, the kids, the 20-year-olds and below. So most of you, I think your kids actually watch Aisha Speed more than you, or even your grandkids. So that's the kind of demography he speaks to. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just having a moment there. The receipts are not over. So remember the internet problems Aisha Speed had. Now his mood comes back. Then somebody, let me tell you guys, this is now it. Then somebody sent a super chat of $5. Oh my God, somebody sent a super chat of $5 on that chat. Hey, receipts, 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 receipts. Receipts will be the end of me. Somebody sent $5 on that. Guys, that live stream, even when you send a super chat of $100, nobody sees. That chat, even when you send a super chat, they will not see. The man has members, he doesn't even see them. Like, the man is extremely rich, he doesn't even care because I think people need him more than the other way around. I don't even know why he has membership stand on. I don't even know why he needs the dollar sign on that channel. He clearly does not need our small money. At some point, I was so tempted to send him a super chat so that he can see our raid. And then I was like, you hear that still small voice told me, Goga, can you save your money for better things? Thank God I did not send my small money because I was almost tempted to send him small money there and say, Goga read. Goga and Melissa read. Somebody sent a super chat of $5 on that live stream. Then somebody wrote, you know, the $5 you can like write on somebody's comment. You can comment on the super chat. So somebody sends $5 and then somebody now you could comment on the super chat. Then somebody commented on that super chat and said, this one took me out, guys. This one took me out completely. The person who commented on the super chat said, why are you sending a billionaire money? I was done. I was done. I was like, this, I need to go sleep. I need to leave this live stream. Actually, that took me out completely. I even sent Red's room the chat. I'm like, Reds, are you seeing this? Somebody sent $5. And then somebody went and the way you can reply to a super chat. Somebody went to that super chat and replied. How the F are you sending a billionaire this money? Like why are you wasting your money sending money to a billionaire? Guys, it took me out. It took me out. That was it. That was it. That was it. Like, I don't know. There's a way I felt when I saw that comment. That comment spoke to me. That comment spoke to me because the person was trying to be very nice and kind because of this man's internet problems. Then somebody on the chat just like totally like told him off. Why are you sending that? Why are you sending a billionaire money? May you find those kind of problems in your content creation journey. Okay? Can you type I affirm on the chat? May those problems locate you. May those problems locate you. Because guys, me, I was laughing so hard. I was laughing so hard in that live stream. May those problems locate you. What are the lessons I learned from that read? Number one, you are not inconsequential. Number two, I made history. I'm the only person who has ever raided a channel that has 70,000 people watching. Number three, these internet problems are everywhere. These internet problems can be everywhere. These internet problems can be everywhere. You know? And then this one says, Goga, do you know about a YouTuber called KSI? He recently donated $500 to another YouTuber who supports a rival football club just to laugh at them. Those are the kind of problems I want. Those are the kind of problems I need. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? Trust the process. I am not ready. There are some problems I'm not ready for. I think I'm being taught humility before I get there. I'm being taught humility before I get there. But that that live stream, guys, I think there were a lot of lessons to learn. But I totally like love what Speed is doing and how he's promoting these countries. I like his content direction, and I like how he has. I like what he's doing, especially with the current live stream tours that he's doing. Yeah, it's and you need to listen to his interview. Steve has come, no, it's not Speed has come like a long way. Speed, the mom never used to approve of his content creation. He did an amazing interview the other day. I think it's like a few years back. I listened to that interview and I really had mad respect for that boy. Um, you're not inconsequential. We raided Aisho Speed. There were a lot of lessons to learn there. He got internet problems, KFC Wi-Fi, just like the rest. But you know what? We have the receipts. We do have the receipts. I loved that read, and thank you so much, guys, for suggesting that read. I love the level of problems that that chat has. He has gotten to a place where he does not see chats, and he doesn't care. Occasionally, he scans the chats. Occasionally, he scans the chats just to respond. Um, but those are very interesting problems. But the biggest lesson I learned from that read, you are not inconsequential. You may think you only have 10,000 subscribers and somebody has millions of subscribers. You're making an impact in your own little way. And even Speed, when you listen to his interview, I like what he said in his interview, because I've heard what he said at his interview. Speed said the same thing that content creators normally tell you. And I want you to go and look for that interview and watch it. He said he did not he did not become popular overnight. He used to come on a live stream. He said that he used to go on a live stream. He only had one person watching, and then two people watching. And then he said that there's a third person who joined the live stream and always kept on encouraging him to keep showing up. The person was not even a content creator. One person, and Speed gives that person credit in his interview. Speed says, this person kept on telling me to, like, they always used to hang out with me anytime I show up. Even when I have like my one person watching, the person was there. One person will believe in you. And even in his 53 million subscribers and counting, he still remembers those humble days when he used to have like one person watching. That for me gave me mad respect for that boy, because he knows the realities of beginnings. He knows the realities of when you're starting something. And for me, what I learned from that read on Sunday, and maybe that's what I was meant to learn, you are not inconsequential. You are not inconsequential at all. You may think that you're doing content and nobody's watching. You may think that you're doing videos and they're not gaining traction. But you are not inconsequential. You are just learning. You are building. What if you go viral tomorrow? What if you like wake up and you have 100,000 subscribers? What if you wake up and you have 70,000 people watching your live stream and the chats are flying? You have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. It does not happen overnight. So I think for me, that was like the key takeaway from that read. And we may not have been seen on that read, but we are not inconsequential. We made history. We raided iShowSpeed. We landed there. We were part of the crazy charts. You are not inconsequential. You're not inconsequential. But these problems are good to have, but you have to get, I think it takes a certain level of growth to get to those particular problems. And yeah. So keep showing up. You never know. You may be having your iShowSpeed moment tomorrow, next year, 10 years from now, who knows? Keep showing up. Keep showing up. And respect the one person who believes in you. Even if you only have one person on your chat, respect that one viewer, because the day you get 53 million viewers, you will still remember the one viewer who believed in you. So keep nurturing that community that you have, that community of the few people that you call your community, tribe, Goga, or whatever it is that you call it. Keep nurturing that community, because you will remember them when you're celebrating, when you remember them when you're celebrating the flying chats, when you don't even see the chats, when you don't even see super chats of $100. Like they don't like dazzle you anymore, like, because you're extremely so rich that you don't even see them. So keep showing up. You are not inconsequential. You're not inconsequential. It's just time. I always like saying you are a giant in training. Global Online Giants Academy normally refers, when I call you guys giants, I always say we are all giants. It's just that we are all in training. One day you'll become a giant right there, but you will remember the lessons that got you to become the giant. So we are all giants in training. So never, never ever discount yourself or diminish the value that you bring onto the YouTube space and the YouTube universe. You are not, you are not inconsequential. Amen. Perfect. Time to set up the read. Auntie says, your students need to be disciplined for their behavior on my live last night. They were very unruly. Be okay was my I need to comment on that. Be okay was my guest and misbehaved. Reds was the main culprit. Should I remember them? Yes. It's engagement, Auntie. The ads are playing. It's engagement. It's engagement. It's engagement. Right. But yes, I am so honored that I'm the only person in the community who has ever raided I Show Speed. Anyone in the room? I didn't think so. Maybe I'm even the first raid that Speed has ever gotten. Maybe Speed has never even gotten a raid from anybody. You know, you know, you know. Okay, cool. Let's just see who is live right now. Let's just go and surprise somebody who is deserving. I am definitely not reading I Show Speed. I think I already got my lesson. Let me go back to support the small YouTuber who needs the help, who needs the watch hours. Who do we rate? Who is live on your side and needs support? Who does not have people watching them? Let me go support a small YouTuber who can use the help and the support. Right. Let's see. You're probably his oldest subscriber. Cloud Diesel, you don't use the word old on my live stream. I will kick you. I will kick you out of the live stream. I will ban you. I know you're my brother, but I will kick you out of this live stream. Nobody is old on this chat. We are all refined. You know, you say refined. You say refined. Yeah, this saying like Diesel. Can you remove that chat? Never type old. Nobody is old. Marciano is laughing. Yeah, nobody. You're probably his oldest subscriber. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Who is old? Old is you, Diesel. Nobody is old. We are not trading speed. We are going to pick somebody else. Let me see. I see a number of people who are live right now. Michelle Lifestyle. Michelle Lifestyle. I haven't traded Michelle Lifestyle for a while. Let me just see whether she's there. Michelle Lifestyle. Michelle Lifestyle. Michelle Lifestyle. I hope it's not a silent one. Is it a silent one? I can't hear her talking. Oh, she's there. She's there. Oh, she's live. She's live. She's live. Michelle Lifestyle it is. Marciano, we are aligned. I am picking her. Michelle Lifestyle. Decisions about your success are made in your absence. She only has one person watching, so let us go and surprise her. We are how many? We are 14. So she'll have 15 people watching. Thank you, Marciano, for keeping him there, keeping her there rather. Let me see whether we can go there. Michelle Lifestyle it is. Enjoy your flight, guys. I will see you on Sunday at the Sunday service. I don't have a guest yet for the Sunday service, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If I don't get a guest, we'll make it open. Anybody can be a guest at the Sunday service. But see you on Sunday. Take care of yourself. Keep showing up, and remember, you are not inconsequential. All right? You're not inconsequential. God bless you, everyone, and enjoy your flight over to Michelle Lifestyle. I will see you on the next one. Thank you, brother Diesel. Nice to see you. And thank you for withdrawing the word old. That word is banned. We are refined. We are refined. All right. She only has one person watching, so she'll appreciate the raid. Stay there, can hang out with her for like about 5 minutes or so, but just give her that push for support. She's working hard towards a monetization. God bless you, everyone. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, guys.